See Nana, first we will go with RL series circuit where we have to connect function generator in series with the resistor and inductor, and it has to form a closed path. It has to form a closed path. We have to start from the function generator and again we have to end at the function generator. This is starting terminal and this is the ending terminal of the function generator. As you can see, this is our function generator. This is our function generator. This is the starting terminal. Red indicates the starting terminal, Nana. Black indicates the negative terminal or ending terminal, starting and ending terminal. As you can see in our circuit, the starting terminal of the function generator is connected to the starting terminal of the resistor. Starting terminal of the function generator is connected to the starting terminal of resistor. So this is my connecting wire. So in the breadboard, Nana, this is the resistor. You can place anywhere in the breadboard, anywhere. It is up to your interest. Wherever you can connect, wherever you wish, you can connect the resistor on the breadboard. So, but we have to provide the connection in which manner, Nana? Vertical manner. So, as you can see, where the resistor is available, Nana? At this point. So, we have to connect the starting point of the function generator to the starting point of the resistor in the same column, in the same line or in the same column now. Please see, same column. It has to be in the same line or in the same column. So, again, the end of the resistor, you can see, the end of the resistor must be connected to the starting of the inductor. End of the resistor. Where is your end of the resistor, Nana? This is your end of the resistor. So, ending terminal of the resistor is connected to the starting terminal of the inductor. This is your DIB, decayed inductance box. This is called starting terminal of the inductor. At the same time, ending terminal of the inductor. Ending terminal of the inductor is connected to which point, Nana? Ending terminal of the function generator. So this is the ending terminal of the inductor. Ending terminal of the inductor, which is connected to ending terminal of the function generator. Ending terminal of the inductor is connected to ending terminal of the function generator. We have to see the output across which element, Nana? Across the inductor. We have to take the help of which component here, which device? With the help of CRO probe. So, this is my CRO probe. Red is connected to red and black is connected to black to the inductor. So, after giving the connections, so starting of the function generator is connected to starting of resistor. Ending of resistor is connected to starting of inductor. Ending of inductor is connected to the ending of function generator. So already initially we have set with respect to function generator and CRO. So that's why when I switch on the supply of the function generator and the CRO, then you can see this is your output voltage waveform across the inductor. This is the output voltage waveform across the inductor. For this output voltage waveform, we have to determine at 1 millisecond what is the voltage that is available in the inductor. 2 milliseconds what is the voltage available in the inductor. 3 milliseconds what is the voltage available in the inductor. 4 milliseconds what is the voltage available in the inductor. 5 milliseconds what is the voltage available in the inductor. This is the thing that you have to measure, and this is your tabular column for that. Time. At 1 millisecond what is the voltage across inductor. 2 milliseconds what is the voltage. 3 milliseconds what is the voltage. So on it continues. So but these values must be taken from the output voltage waveform that you get on the CRO.